expectations and... So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nigeria with the corner, they're first. Hazard plays it short, turns and goes back. Shot! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
First quarter of an hour gone. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Eintracht Frankfurt clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bebeto, not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Eintracht Frankfurt yet to have an attempt on goal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Raul, Olise cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well played, well sorted out. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well timed, excellent interception. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And smartly reclaimed. Chance! Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Shot could be on. Bebeto! It's come loose. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And we hit half-time, so neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Eintracht Frankfurt ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He's got space here. He's found the... Tries a shot! Ball's run loose here. Olise.
Eintracht Frankfurt are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now it's Darwin. Raul. That's an imaginative pass. And they're back on the ball again. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And that was very necessary.
Substitution for Frank. Number 13, Desiree Doué. Coming on to replace him is number 5, Messi.
And it's Neves. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Now, can they get him away? There's no flag. And he's cut it out. And here's Raul. That pass just didn't quite work.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Marmouche! That's the keeper's ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's hit the upright. Olise. And there goes the final whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.